Hi guys, and welcome to English 1B online at Saddleback College. My name is Brianna Kuhn and I will be your instructor for this fall semester. So please do watch this video in its entirety because I'm going to cover how to log into Canvas, the syllabus, and how to navigate through our course. A lot of you may not be familiar with Canvas. We are not using Blackboard this semester, so you will want to watch this so that you'll know exactly what to do in order to successfully complete this class. And I will say that Canvas is very user-friendly. It's very, very simple, so there's no need to worry, but you do still want to watch this video. So I'm just going to log out really quick so I can show you how to log in. Okay, so the course link for Canvas is canvas.saddleback.edu. Okay, canvas.saddleback.edu. And your username and password should be the exact same that you were using to log into Blackboard. Okay, and if you're having trouble with logging in, please do contact the help desk at Saddleback so that you can get this figured out, okay? But again, it should be you're the same username and password that you're using for Blackboard. Okay, you can log in. And then depending on how many classes you have on Canvas, you'll see different tiles here. Okay, so I'm teaching 1B and 200. So you just click on the class that you obviously need to complete. So we are 1B, okay? And this is our Canvas course, all right? And so we're going to start with the syllabus. So to find the syllabus, you simply click there on syllabus, and it's right here. And now we'll get to what all of this is in just a minute. But on Canvas, whenever you see a magnifying glass, you can click on it, and the document will actually open right there in Canvas. So you don't have to download it to your device, whatever device you're using. It will simply load right there, embedded already on the screen, which is really nice. And some documents take longer than others depending on the size, but it just pops up right there and then you can scroll through. Alright, and then you can minimize it if you need to. And if you do want to download it, you will click on this arrow right here. So I've already done that and I have the syllabus open right here. So we can go ahead and take a look at this, make this a little larger. Alright, so this is 1B, Principles of Composition 2, and our course theme this semester is going to be the danger of a single story. So we can go ahead and take a look at the course overview. Welcome to English 1B. This semester we will look deeply at the work by Chiminada Ngozi Adichie, a Nigerian woman who speaks about the danger of a single story. She argues that forming single stories of people and places robs people of dignity. In our course, we will listen to her TED Talk and use her arguments as a foundation as we progress through our essays and assignments. We will examine our preconceived notions of other people, different places, varying ideologies, and even ourselves. This form of introspection can lead to spacious thinking and to formulating new world views, and I am very much looking forward to hearing everyone's insights as we progress through our course. Okay. So just a little caveat here, while I do promote spacious thinking as it says here, and new world views of course are welcome, I do not expect that all my students are going to have, they're going to change all their worldviews about everything they've ever known or believed. That is not the goal of my class. This is not a brainwashing class, okay? This course, however, does ask you to look at things from different perspectives, and this is simply critical thinking. Now, you can walk away and still believe the same thing you did before. You can walk away and change your mind, or you can walk away and kind of have a different, somewhat qualified view, more in the gray area, okay? But your grade in this class is not dependent on what you believe, okay? But it is dependent on whether or not you can at least understand and tolerate other perspectives, all right? So that's all I'm really asking here. All right, and so we can look at some important information down the left-hand column here. My name, Brianna Kuhn, Fall 2017 online. There's my email. Our section number and units, and then there's our course website right there too. So you can always click on this if you forget the Canvas link. There's some important deadlines here. The add and drop deadline is September 4th. Please do this, if you plan on dropping, please do so before the 4th. Otherwise, your transcript grade will become a W if you drop between the 4th and the 3rd of November. Okay, If you do plan to withdraw, please do so before the 3rd of November, because after that the grade will then become an F on your transcript. So just keep these deadlines in mind, and I will try to email you guys all to remind you when they're coming up, but be very aware about these deadlines. And then the pass no pass option is September 25th. Okay, so we can keep going here. I'm not going to go through everything in the syllabus. There is a syllabus quiz in our first week, so you will want to go through this pretty thoroughly here so you can do well on the quiz, and of course know our course policies. That's really important. So I'm just going to highlight some of the key things here that we need to know right away. So we are responsible for your success in English 1B. I am your ally. This is an online English course, and yes, it is challenging. However, I am always available over email to answer any questions you have, no matter how small. My class is meant to be a collaborative learning environment in which students and instructor work as a team to create the most rewarding college writing experience. So, a lot of times I get emails that say, "Sorry to bother you, but I just have this quick question." Okay, you don't need to say sorry to bother you, because you're not bothering me. My job as an online instructor and a regular instructor is to answer your questions and to answer your emails. So I almost 100% of the time answer the same day, depending on what time you email me. Of course, if you email me at 11 p.m., you might not get an email back till the next day, but if you email me early in the day, you will get a response the same day. And that is because I constantly check my emails, especially for my online students. I know that it's hard, right? You're not seeing me in person. So I am your ally, I am your resource, and I'm here to help in any way that I can. So never feel like you are bothering me. Okay, so I'll let you continue here. I do want to show you our course textbooks. The first is our novel, The Other Westmore. All right, we are going to be doing a couple response papers this semester, and when you see a response paper due, that's on this book right here. Okay, we're going to be working with this book the first half of the semester, so you will need it right away. All right, and then the other book that we have is our textbook, and this is more on like writing concepts and how to do different kinds of argumentation. Okay, so there will be quizzes out of this book. All right, so when you see a quiz, it will be on current issues, and then if you see response paper, that is on our novel. Our novel is, I'm so excited about it. It's so fascinating. It's called The Other Westmore because the author's name is Westmore, but he's also writing about another Westmore who is in prison for life. And the two men have the same name. They were born in the same year. They're from the same town. And so the author's project is to figure out why the author ended up a successful academic scholar and the other Westmore ended up in prison for life when they had seemingly very similar environments that they grew up in. And so the book kind of follows them through their lives. So it's a fascinating book. I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, I'll let you read through all of this. So I do want to get to the course organization, right? This is where I really want to spend some time in this video showing you exactly what you need to do on Canvas in order to complete this course. So our course will be divided into weekly modules. Each module will contain all the lecture material, handouts, videos, assignments, which include discussion boards, peer reviews, and quizzes, and submission links for the week. Each folder will become available the day the previous folder's assignments are due. Because we want to simulate the pace of a typical classroom, we will all work at the same pace, completing one folder at a time. Each week we have 2 deadlines. We will complete all assignments each Sunday, with the exception of responses to your peers' discussion boards, which are due on Mondays. This will allow you to creatively and insightfully respond to your peers' work after everyone has had the opportunity to post. So this is kind of a mouthful, so I will show you exactly what this looks like on Canvas. But essentially for the deadlines, everything for the whole class is due Sunday, with one tiny exception. When you have a discussion board due, the next day your peer responses are due, okay? But all essays, quizzes, smaller assignments, discussion board, original responses, everything is due Sunday, okay? So let us now take a pause from the syllabus and go to Canvas. Okay, so as advertised, I do kind of want to show you what's on this syllabus tab. Canvas automatically creates these links whenever I post an assignment with a deadline. Okay, so on this page you will see everything that's due that requires a submission. Okay, that's really an important distinction because in the modules you'll see everything including what you have to read and all the handouts and things that you need. But here on the syllabus, this only has the assignments that are due. So for example, for the first week, Sunday, August 27th, you have a course expectations discussion board, a quiz, and a TED Talk discussion board. Okay, so you can click straight there and complete those assignments. Again, however, it doesn't list everything else that's included for the week. But this is a quick way to see what's coming up for the whole semester. Okay, but let's go to the modules. This is the main tab you'll be working with the whole semester. Okay. So we can, okay, there we go. So notice you can expand and collapse all the modules too, so it doesn't, you don't have to scroll too much to get to where you need to go. What I've done is I put the oldest module on the bottom, and so every week your newest module will be towards the top, and that's just so that you guys don't have to keep scrolling down. However, you guys won't be able to see everything. If you notice here in the bottom right hand corner, this module, Sunday 8/27, will unlock Sunday, August 20th at 7 a.m. So, and so on and so forth. The 9-3 folder will unlock the 27th at 7 a.m. So you'll only be able to see one module, you'll only be able to see the current module and then the previous ones that we've done. So that's intentional because I want everybody to be working at the same pace, okay? But once your folder becomes available Sunday at 7 a.m., you have free reign in that module to complete it at any pace you wish for the week, okay? And then you have until Sunday at midnight the following week to complete everything. Okay, so let's take a more specific look. So every module I start with a task list. Okay, so here you can see all of these are clickable links. You could simply click on each link and do it that way. But the modules are kind of cool because you can scroll through them. Okay, so let's start with the task list. So this is a comprehensive list, more than the syllabus tab. This is a comprehensive list of everything you need for the week. Okay, so there's videos that you need to watch with a transcript. Okay, so the links are there for that. All you have to do is click on it and it opens. Okay, and then there's a little response that I want you to do. So again, the syllabus tab doesn't have everything, so cross-reference it with the modules to make sure you're finishing everything. And all of this is also listed on your course schedule. But so again, these are all clickable links. But what I recommend, especially for the first week, just so that you can get used to Canvas, I feel like what I'm about to say, this is the easiest way to complete the modules. Okay, you can just simply scroll. Okay, so notice a syllabus quiz pops up. That's because that's the first item in your module. So if you click next, it'll take you right to the quiz. Okay, and then instead of preview, it's going to say like begin or something like that in student view. So you would just go ahead and take the quiz. And then when you're done with the quiz, you click next. Right? And then the TED Talk, you simply click on that link and watch the TED Talk. Then you click next again, right? Here's the transcript for that TED Talk if you want to follow along. Here's the course expectation responses. So for this one, this is going to be a unique assignment. We're going to do it the first week and the very last week. So for this, it's asking you to click on edit, okay, which is right here. And then you are simply going to answer these 6 prompts with whatever you want. You can change the color, you can add pictures, you can change the font, whatever you want to do. Everyone is going to add their responses to this same page. So it's going to, everyone's responses are all going to be listed there. We're going to kind of keep a class page here and then we'll revisit it in the last week. So all you have to do is type in your responses and then click save. And then the next person will do it and so on and so forth, and you'll be able to see everyone's responses as you go through. And then you click next, right? So this next one pairs with this assignment here. So we are going to do now course expectations discussion board. Okay, so from the previous page, what 3 responses from your peers stand out to you the most, etc., etc. So when you're ready to respond to the discussion board, you simply click Reply. Now this is a little bit different than Blackboard. So I will show you a sample response here. So say that was my post, I post my reply. Now I have replied here to the instructions in the prompt. Now if a student wants to reply to me, they click Reply underneath the student's name. So notice there's 2 replies, so be mindful of which reply you're clicking on. Again, this reply answers the instructions, that will be your original response, and then this reply will respond to a student. So you click Reply for a student, Reply to student, and I'll just show you what this looks like. Okay, so it will actually keep, and you notice the indentions here, that's the student original response, and then the response to the student, which is indented a little further. So once we have everyone's responses, you will be able to see all of them on the same page. So it's a lot different than Blackboard if you're used to that. In Blackboard, you used to have to click on each student, and then that's all you can see. And then if you want to respond, you respond, and then you have to go back to the thread and find a new student. Here, you can just simply scroll all the way down, and everyone's responses will be there. Okay. So that's the discussion board. And then there's one more discussion board for this week, which is based on the TED Talk from earlier in the module. So you can see, there's a picture, sorry. You can see the instructions here. You just simply follow the instructions. Okay. And then that is the last thing for this module. Notice that there's no more next. That's because the module is completed. All right. So you would be done for the week. Okay. And again, that was the 827 module. So I put all the deadlines here. So everything in this folder is due Sunday, 8/27 at midnight, with the exception of the 2 discussion board peer responses, which are due Monday, August 28th at midnight. Okay, so hopefully this is making sense. You don't really need to know when the folders are being released. I just like to tell people that in the video so that they know when they can expect things to be available to them. Okay. So we can go ahead and return back to our syllabus for now. All right. I'll let you guys read through all of this. Please note that there's a discussion board rubric, so you know exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, it tells you exactly what goes in the response papers, the rough drafts, revision. Okay. So this is all information you're going to want to read for the quiz. All right. And student with disabilities, please just let me know if you require any additional accommodations, and I will provide those. I'm more than happy to oblige with anything you guys need. So reach out. You can also contact DSPS directly if you don't feel comfortable, reaching out, or if you just haven't filed your paperwork yet, go ahead and contact DSPS. But I'm more than happy to help in any way I can. You can look. There's some supplemental courses at Saddleback, and there's also free tutoring. Okay, so you can go ahead and look at all of that. Here's your grade breakdown. Okay, and just so you guys know, there's links embedded in your syllabus for how to complete everything if you are if you just need a little bit more assistance. So for example, completing peer reviews. So actually on the peer review assignment, I actually include that link on Canvas because it's really, really good to show students exactly what I need them to do. But taking a quiz, right? How to submit an assignment, how to do a discussion board. So if you need any further assistance, look through your syllabus for some helpful links. And then there's also some helpful links on Canvas as well. And then next in the syllabus, I've just included my teaching philosophy and a little bit about myself. These are my real cats. They're really funny. But I find that online students, sometimes it can become too anonymous with the instructor. So if you're interested in finding out a little bit about where I'm coming from as a teacher and, a human being, go ahead and take a look at that. There is a chart with all of your major assignments, so you can see exactly when all the big stuff is due. The essays are in blue and the response papers are in green. Okay. And then the schedule. Okay, so I create kind of a unique schedule, so I just want to show you exactly how to read it. Now everything is already on Canvas, but again, I like to give students the information in multiple places. So some people like the schedule better, some people like the syllabus tab on Blackboard, on Canvas. It's really up to you, but what you can't see on Canvas is everything in every module. So that's why I kind of like to give you the course schedule with everything for the whole semester. So each column contains the materials, videos, readings, activities, and essays due for each deadline. If there are page numbers listed after the reading can be found in our textbook, right here. If the reading is on Canvas, it will say link on Canvas, and TOWM refers to our novel, The Other Westmore. Assignments are due the day they are listed, and then you can also watch this video on how to use the calendar. That's bothering me, it needs to be centered, sorry. Okay, so there's 4 pages to the schedule. Each page is a different unit. Okay, so the first unit will be rhetorical analysis, and that will go for weeks 1 through 4. So, if you notice across the top, I have the deadlines, okay? So, down the left-hand side are all the different types of assignments you'll have for that week. So you are reading actually down in columns. So for Sunday 8/27, watch this welcome video, the Adichie TED Talk, review her transcript, the course expectations responses in DB, Adichie DB, and syllabus quiz 1. Now this sounds like a lot. The course expectations responses in DB are very, very quick, and the syllabus quiz should be too. So I know that sounds like a lot, but most of these are very, very quick. Again, so Sunday 9/3, you are reading down the column. Okay, these are the materials and videos. These are the readings, activities, and then essays. All right. And I've bolded some things here. A little note about The Other Westmore. There's 2 response papers, one on the first half of the novel, one on the second half of the novel. So I've assigned reading for the weeks leading up to the response papers. I strongly recommend that you take notes and do the reading as I've suggested it, you know, chapters 1 and 2, then 3, then 4, because there's a lot due towards the same day that the response papers due. So notice we have the rough draft of Essay 1 due the week before the final draft. So you should be very close to finishing Essay 1 the week before. And then the response paper is due for The Other Westmore. But hopefully if you've kept up with your reading and taken notes, then the response paper should be very quick, all right? So please pay attention to the reading due each week so that you can, you know, budget your time, right? So that is how to read the schedule, right? And again, everything listed on your schedule is also listed in Canvas right here under each module, okay? And the last thing that I want to do in this video is to just show you a couple of the features on Canvas, in addition to the ones that I've already showed you. So you can see the discussions tab here. You will only be able to see the discussions that are current for that week or the weeks that we've already done. But if you just want to go straight to a discussion, you know, oh shoot, you know, I forgot to do the Stanton discussion board, and you don't want to go find it in the module, you can just go right here, okay? You can also do the same thing on the syllabus tab, right? Oh shoot, I forgot to submit my essay, just, you know, you can do it there. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer to find it in the module, but that's totally up to you. You can see your grades right here, all right? So it's very, very clean. You'll see that when I click on a square, it'll tell you exactly how many points everything's worth. And what I really like about the Canvas Grade Center is that at the very bottom, mine is going to be on the right-hand side, but you notice how it's darker gray here? It breaks it down for you and tells you how you're doing on each category of assignment. So it will tell you how you're doing on your response papers or your rough drafts or your quizzes. So it will break it down for you and tell you and kind of show you the areas that you need to improve on or the areas that you're doing really well in. So I really like that in Canvas. We can go back. The assignments tab, so this is if you want to just go submit a rough draft or a final draft, you can find these here. The main thing here is the student help and resources. So I know I've included links on the syllabus for things that you might need guidance on in terms of navigating through Canvas, but there's a ton of other how-to videos here that are not in the syllabus. So feel free to come into the Student Resources tab and scroll through here to see if any of these can answer any questions you have. And of course, I'm more than happy to help as well. Okay, let's see if we can go back. Yeah, that was Student Help and Resources. And then lastly here, on the far left, so you notice there's a far left and kind of an inside left, if you will. This one here, this column is just for our English class. This all the way to the left is for all Canvas classes. So you can go ahead and click on Calendar, and this will show you all of the assignments that you have due for all of your classes that you're taking on Canvas. So I think this feature is available in Blackboard too. But what I like about the Canvas one is that you can click, okay, and it will tell you the instructions, all right? So I really like that in Canvas. And I believe in Student View, if you click on it, it will take you to the assignment. But you might have to correct me on that. But you can see everything that's due kind of in a more visual format. And you can also, there's a smaller calendar here, so you can just click on a day. Oh, no, maybe not. I apologize. I thought you could click on a specific day. Apparently you cannot. But anyways, you can kind of see all the assignments that are listed here. So there's multiple ways to view exactly what's expected of you, right? We have this calendar, we have the syllabus tab, if you prefer that, right? Everything's listed here. We also have the modules, which I think for the first couple of weeks as you're getting used to Canvas, I really recommend that you again just click on the first item in the module and hit next until you finish it. But you also have your course schedule to tell you what you have to do as well. So that is everything about this course. Thank you so much for sticking with me to the end. I hope I answered any and all questions that you had. But if not, please do not hesitate to email me. I'm more than happy to help in any way that I can. And I'm very much looking forward to this semester, and I look forward to seeing you all online.